All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And salutations to the Akim out there laboring up the hopeful elect that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. And this is pretty much a response from the apostle. Pretty much, he had the title of a video that he has done earlier today, titled "Flame and Fire: The Downfall of Babylon the Great." And pretty much going into, he was going on a Christian platform and pretty much seeing if these so-called Christians, okay, now running around all of a sudden now, they want to be so deep now into get into prophecy, and basically to see if they got understood what Babylon the Great was speaking of in the scriptures. And you had some people, most people, and they were pretty much bugged out, but you had some that pretty much got it right. They understand that Babylon the Great, is that great city, which is America. You see, and a lot of these, people, they're going to use this whole thing as them being the gateway into salvation, by really they watching us. Okay, and I say that is because first and foremost, Great Millstone is the vanguard of this truth. Okay, because there's no punches being pulled, there's no gimmicks, straight truth. You know, um, we get the truth freely. Okay, there's no ulterior motive behind it, other than us having the fear of the Lord. And what you see here on the screen is a typical Jake, okay, that doesn't really know what the hell is going on, okay, and you wouldn't be in the spirit if you really knew the sign of the times. You see, all right, but Jake is pretty much through the guise of Christianity, okay, because Jake can't tell his ass from his elbow, okay, when it's concerning his truth. Everything is pretty much of prosperity and vanity at the end of the day. you know, and this is why the Lord's going to deal with these individuals in this manner. And the apostle pretty much made a comment when he played this video, talking about how this is why Eve can't stand you Jakes. Okay, everything's a damn game. Everything's a joke. You know, people are getting tired of you people. Okay, you people are pretty much through your wickedness. You are pretty much uh, destroying yourselves at the end of the day. You see, okay, because meanwhile you're in these monuments of failure, which is these churches. You pretty much have not really understood the will of the Lord and understand the tools that you're going to need in that time to come to be able to get through the difficulties. Okay, pretty much the uh, difficulty, that straight gate, so to speak. You know, okay. Jake doesn't have a clue what's going on. You know, okay, and this man is pretty much gonna dance to his destruction. Okay, and people like him. So let me start with the scripture real quick. Um, all right, because the apostle talked about about these people trying to get the prophecies right, as far as knowing what the scriptures are speaking of. You see, but Jake doesn't have a clue of even knowing the true will of the Lord. You know, but we're gonna start off with Isaiah chapter 10. Gonna start at let's go to verse 5. O the Syrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hands is my indignation. And the Syrian is pretty much, you can coincide with being the oppressor, so to speak. I.e. the wicked. This is pretty much the so to speak. Okay, pretty much the Lord has set this man up to have the sword as his blessing. You see, and we're seeing this man exercise uh, his authority in the earth through that sword. Okay, and pretty much the Lord is pretty much playing chess with this damn devil. Okay, he doesn't understand that he's a pawn. Okay, but ultimately, you know, okay, the Lord pretty much gave them the staff that in their hand, which pretty much at the end of the day is the Lord's indignation. You see, okay, he used this man to pretty much accomplish something that's about to come down the pipeline. And it's pretty much we're going to read it. Verse 6. I will send him, okay, against an hypocritical nation. Okay? Because Jake is nothing but a bunch of hypocrites, man. You know, we ain't got no time to be, you know, Jake is pretty much, and even the guys in these truth, man. You know, okay, here it is, man. You pretty much are turned away from your first love. And a lot of times these Jakes that are in these camps is outside of Great Millstone and outside of the doctrine of Great Millstone, you know, okay, they pretty much are you know, want to pretty much take away and add as well, you see. And we also know that, you know, the prophecy says, okay, that the Lord's going to take away their portion out of the book of life, you see, okay. But pretty much the Lord will send him, okay, talking about all right, against a hypocritical nation and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge. Okay, the Lord's going to give this man the okay, pretty much, right? To take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire in the streets. And individuals like this is going to be trodden down like the mire in the streets. Okay, you know, this is not the spirit to be in these times. And, you know, I'm going to keep on saying it, man. This is a very weak and effeminate spirit, okay, that you're still in these churches, you see, you know. And as you look at there, you see him dancing on the floor. As you see the floor, pretty much, you know, the you know, the composite laminate flooring, so they can do their shucking and jiving on. You see, okay, this is their grandstanding, so to speak, you know. And, you know, according to them, this is the Holy Spirit according to them, all right, that the Lord has bestowed upon them, you see, okay. And these people pretty much don't have a care in the world, even though seems like the walls are closing in, and Jake is not even picking up the sense that something is terribly wrong with the society, man, and don't understand that this is a true battle, a spiritual battle between good and evil, okay. And people are pretty much citing, when you look at these you know, various podcasts and talking points, you're seeing the great divide, so to speak, in this country. Okay, you're actually seeing people choosing their God, so to speak. Okay, all right, you're seeing it in real time. Okay, and individuals like this have chosen their God as well. Okay, and obviously they're not following Yahweh Shai. Okay, they're still under the guise of JC. Okay, and still have that image embedded in their head. Meanwhile, you have leaders of the world that pretty much know the truth, and one superpower, pretty much, you know, of a leader of a superpower country, okay, which he doesn't have any reason to pretty much lie about anything, all right, but he's been saying the same thing that we was been saying. He's been showing you, okay, talking about Putin as far as with the relics is concerned, you see, all right, but you're seeing here, you know, where these jakes don't even understand that this is Babylon the Great, okay? That the scriptures are speaking about, man. You know, okay? So the Lord is going to give this man a charge, man, to come against you Jakes, man, because you Jakes your conscience is seared with a hot iron, so to speak, and you do not accept the truth. It's because why? It's because you think that it's coming from some people that are beneath you. But what did the Lord say? The Lord said that the wisdom of this world is foolishness. Okay, you see, all right. So from there, let's go to Revelation real quick. Okay, we're gonna go to Revelation 17 verse 1. Okay, and pretty much, you know, this Jake has no clue that this place has a doomsday clock going. Okay, you see, all right. And this it says, Revelation chapter 17, verse 1. And there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Okay? And well, that whore, pretty much, he's going to get into it, and that great whore is pretty much America. Okay? America pretty much is that 304, so to speak. Okay? That pretty much spreads itself thin uh throughout the earth. You know, you sit upon many waters. You're sitting up the congregation of the people, so to speak. Okay, with the democracy, and then you pretty much are ramming it down. People of other cultures that have their standards of living is pretty much ramming it down their throat. Okay, you come in with your BS philosophy. Okay, and if they don't agree with you, okay, you deal with them in a way, okay, to where you oppress them, so to speak. Okay, he says here, uh, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunken with the wine of a fornication. You see, and we're seeing now, this whole woke thing is pretty much a wine of the fornication. Okay, anything goes pretty much. When you look at like this right now, and you're seeing now how this is totally adverse to the scriptures. You see, and Jake, pretty much in these churches don't see nothing wrong with anything. They're trying to just live their life normal, and still trying to get a piece of this pie, so to speak. Pretty much chasing that white picket fence that we see, that this place is imploding from the inside out, and they don't understand that this place has run its course and it's at the end. Okay? You see? The Lord has set a bound that this man cannot pass. You see? Okay? It says, so he carried me away, verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet covered beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And this is Eve's total power structure. Okay, that beast, the whole beast system, that the EU common markets, okay, along with NATO, which is their military structure that they have set up, okay, which the world knows as the West, so to speak, okay, with the woman that's sitting on top of that scarlet covered beast, okay, is represents America. You see, all right. So it says, and the woman, okay, America, was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, and having a golden cup in her hand, full of abomination and filthiness of her fornication. You see, and that pretty much that purple and scarlet really pretty much represents the decadence of this place. Okay, people pretty much flocked to this place because why? This was pretty much heaven on this side of earth, that people would say. People would literally think that this place was pretty much paved with gold. Okay, the streets was paved with gold. You see, and it's really people literally thought that. But this pretty much people come here because why? Because this was a land of opportunity for you to have a well above average quality of life compared to where they were originally coming from. You see, okay. And the only reason why these other places have been in a state of being a third world country, okay, was because they were not they were of nations of color, so to speak. You see, and these nations were pretty much being depleted of their natural resources, and where these countries, the power structure that's set up through the petrodollar, okay, these people were not able to benefit from their own resources that they would produce, okay, to pretty much get them on a first world class society. You see, so everything is done by design, but this man has heaped up to him all of the mingled people of the earth. You see that you see here, okay, and hey, he's caught red-handed. You see, because why? He's continually accepting all of the mingled people of the earth. Okay, when you look at this migrant crisis that's going on. Okay, now they're labeling it a crisis, but yeah, listen, free open borders. Okay, you're going to attract people from all over the world. You see, okay, but that golden cup, okay, that's in her hand. All right, that was the cup of excellence, so to speak. Okay, but what did what did he do? Right, right, that cup in her hand is full of abominations and filthiness. Okay, because why? It's because of the moral standard that this place has uh, diminished to. Okay, and still continuing to push for that type of lifestyle. Okay, do as thou wilt, so to speak. You see, that's the spirit that you're seeing in this place here. You know, right? It says, right, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of all harlots and abominations of the earth. You can see it's all in caps, and this has been the great mystery, okay, that people of the earth cannot grasp their hands around. The scriptures talk about, it was given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it is not given. And this is just something here where, okay, it should be, to the average person, you would think, okay, it should be easy to see who is Babylon the Great. You see, okay, but it says, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and the blood of the martyrs. And that's talking about the Israelites and pretty much the men that were doing this work. Okay, past, present, and future. You see, okay, the martyrs. This woman was drunken with the blood. Okay, this woman has the blood of the saints in her hands. Okay, but she's drunken by the blood of the saints. Okay, and it says, when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Okay, and the angel said unto me, wherefore doest thou marvel? Right? It says, right, telling John, what do you marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which have 7 heads and 10 horns. You see? Okay, so now the angel is about to reveal, okay, unto John, okay, that beast. You see? And the woman that sat on the beast. Okay, so this is the controversy with you Christians, because all now over the sudden now, Christians are seeing certain things going on in the earth, okay, and they're going to be highly disappointed, okay, because they're into that rapture before the destruction, the rapture before the tribulation, so to speak, which is a doctrine that is not in the scriptures, okay, all right, yeah, we are going to be pretty much have an abduction, so to speak, but it's not going to be in a time where you think it's going to come. They're going to think it's going to come through. Okay, they think that they're scot free from the intimate destruction that's coming. They think that they're scot free from the intimate woes that are coming. They think that they are exempt, okay, from Jacob's trouble. Okay, when they pretty much are going to be caught all in it, and pretty much, you're going to be at the end of the day, that great people that's going to be taken in that number, that great number, so to speak. You see? Okay? But with great admiration did he see the woman drunken with the blood of the saints. You see? And wondered, how could this so be? Right? It says, verse 8, the beast that thou sawest was and is not. Okay, and this pretty much is the second leg of Rome, so to speak. Okay, you see, because you saw it, it was and was not, right? Because why? It's because then you had the Byzantine Empire or the Holy Roman Empire pretty much take over from that. This is when Jake began to come in power. Okay, you see, and it says, right, the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, okay, and shall go into perdition, okay, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. Okay, so you had pretty much them in power, taken out of power, but now currently now in power, and pretty much this man is going into perdition right now. Okay, he ascended out of the bottomless pit. Okay, through the Renaissance. Okay, so this is his second win, so to speak. Okay, and he has a mission to accomplish within this second win, and he has a short time to do it. Okay, pursuant to Revelation 12 and 12. You see? Okay, all right. But from there, let's go to real quick. Let's go back to what Jeremiah was speaking of. Okay, we're gonna go to Jeremiah 51. Let's start at let's start at 5. Okay? This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 5. For Israel have not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of Yahweh of hosts. Okay? The Lord of armies, pretty much, man. We have not been forsaken. Okay? You see? And Jake doesn't pretty much understand the guise of what the Lord's will is at the end of the day. You know? It says, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel, you know, and pretty much to this day, you know, but the Lord said a remnant is going to wake up, you know, but this is what Jake needs to do. Verse 6, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is a time of Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. You see, and Jake doesn't understand that there's a recompense to come. Okay, right now the recompense is pretty much there's a reckoning right now from the Lord. The Lord is pretty much making inquisition of this place, and Jake does not see that. Okay, you know, and pretty much you see by when you go to the comments. Okay, you know, they pretty much are egging this guy on. Okay, you see, okay, and this is not the spirit to be in these times. Okay. This is not the, and you're supposed to flee out of the midst of Babylon, mentally, spiritually, okay? And Jake is not doing that. You know, the Christianity is a weak spirit, man. It's not calling out the evils. Okay, the Lord said, "Who shall stand up for me against the evildoers, or in the workers of iniquity?" Okay, all right. This man fails to even do that. Okay, you see. And these monuments of failure are pretty much set up with gatekeepers, man. Okay? All right? A clear separation between church and state. But guess what? You know, they want to include that the church and state only when it's time for the politicians to come through and to pretty much get your vote. Okay? This is the only time when you have a combination of the two. Other than that, you know, politics is not spoken of. Okay, really getting into the prophecies, okay, because the spirit of prophecy is the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and they definitely don't have the spirit, you see. But now, you know, you have it now where, you know, right now in the ninth inning, you know, all of a sudden now they want to be able to try to break these scriptures down, man. Okay, and most of them got it all wrong. You know, the apostle said that said that the children of this world are smart or wiser than the children of light, so to speak. Okay, because you do have some EEs that do get it, you know. But are they of that vine? Well, time may tell. You know, to see, you know. Okay, you see. All right, getting back, right. So you're supposed to flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver your soul, man. Okay? All right? Jacob's not considering that. Right? Right? Because we're in a time of the Lord's vengeance. Okay? Pretty much, you know, Jake, you know, in these churches, they can't even tell you what the end game is or what the Lord's will is. Okay? You know, they pretty much, some of them probably thinking in their feeble mind that this place is still going to be here and pretty much be right alongside the Lord's kingdom, so to speak. You know, still standing, still coinciding, when it's on the contrary. Okay, all right. This place pretty much has an expiration date, and we're starting to see it come through the Spirit. We're seeing it. Okay, We're seeing how the Lord is pretty much moving the chess pieces around, okay? All right, controlling the kings of the earth, and how we can see how this man's demise is pretty much going to come to pass. Okay, we see that path of destruction. Okay, and if Jake don't get their mind and head out their ass, okay, and recognize this truth, okay, they're gonna be pretty much, cut off right along with this place, man. Okay, you see, right? Verse 7: Babylon have been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, right? That was spoken of in the book of Revelation, right? Okay, speaking of Babylon now, that woman, okay, that had the cup, Babylon, okay, all right, America, you see, all right, this is the place of the golden cup. Who else has the golden cup in their hand? Okay, they made all the earth drunken, and the nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad, and we're seeing now the nations are pretty much aligning themselves up against this place. This place is pretty much as alienating itself away from the world. You see, okay, everybody understands now that they've been duped. Okay, they've been duped in the philosophy of this place. Okay, and everybody has been caught in bed with this place. Okay, and now you're seeing people that are trying to nations that are trying to correct themselves by pretty much I guess being on the so-called right side of world currency, forming the BRICS to really come up against this beast system. Okay, all right, right on, with the EU, okay, and trying to align themselves, and really that goes according to the prophecy, okay, you see, all right, those are those nations that are mad, okay, because the nations have drunken of her wine. The nations are pretty much were tied to her wine. They were tied to the financial system, and some of them still are, but they're trying to get distance themselves from this place. You see, okay. But the golden cup, okay, all right, is pretty much Babylon, all right, the woman in America. You see, right? It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. And no kind of balm is going to be given to this place, man. Okay? And this is why you see the great witch hunt against the individual by the name of Trump. Because this man is pretty much will be sort of like that bomb. He has the solution to pretty much get this place back on track. Okay? And Jake is putting all their marbles and spirit into these elections, man. Okay? And it says, curses he that make flesh his arm. Okay? And that trusteth in man. And that's what Jake is doing. Okay? Jake is not putting that trust in Yahweh Bashim Awashai. Jake is putting that trust in this political system to pretty much guide this economy aright. Make what's broken within the last 4 years and pretty much have this individual get voted back in office and pretty much undo all of what was pretty much done within the last 4 to 5 years. You see? Okay? It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto the heavens and is lifted up even to the skies. So where's everybody going from to their own country? That's coming from somebody else. Because you got everybody on that comment board, okay, that the apostle had some Christian type of platform, video going into what is Babylon. And you got people speaking about Babylon being of this place and some other places, other than America, so to speak. So who is everyone that's gonna go back to their own country? Okay, who has the bulk of the mingled people? Okay, who has the bulk of people from all nations? Okay, where do all nations go to when they're coming from? They come here. Okay, all right. But people pretty much now are pretty much going to throw the towel in, okay? You got people here that pretty much have made their money here. So now you're going to have people that's pretty much, once they really seeing the draconian laws that's coming down the pipeline, they're going to pretty much go everyone into their own country. They're going to see that this place is pretty much done, okay? And hopefully they're able to get a flight out of here in that time, you got a lot of these people here that are pretty much so damn greedy, okay? Especially a lot of these people that came here to be merchants and sell and pretty much sell goods that came from other countries, okay? All right, they're gonna probably would stay to the bitter end to think things will turn around, you know. But hey, it may be too late for a lot of these people, okay? All right, but people pretty much, okay, are gonna lose faith in this place, man. Okay, because it says, you know, we would have healed Babylon. Okay, they would do everything in their power to help to keep this place together, you know, right? But if she is not healed, forsake her. Let us go, everyone, into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. You see, and people that's really speaking up against Babylon not being America, they're not even seeing the pure wickedness that's pretty much prophesied to a T to fit this place. You know, this place is wearing that shoe like a mug. You know, it says, Yahweh have brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of Yahweh, our power. You see, okay, and this is what we have to be doing. We have to be fleeing from this place, man. Okay, and not physically. You see, okay, we have to flee from this place spiritually and mentally. You know, and this is what Jake has failed pretty much to do. You see, all right, or Jake doesn't understand pretty much, you know, the mysteries, so to speak. Okay, you know, it's not given unto them. You see, all right. From there, let's go to Ephesians, chapter 3. Okay, Paul's stewardship, right? All right, we're gonna get into Ephesians. Let's see. Let's go chapter 3, verse. Let's start at 2. Right? It says, if ye, and this is Paul writing to the church of the Ephesians, right? Okay, pretty much Israelites that were in the land, in this land. Okay, all right, and he's writing to the church. Okay, and it says, if ye have heard of the dispensation of the grace of the Most High, which is given me to youward, right? And right now we're in the dispensation of grace right now, okay? We're supposed to rehearse the righteous acts. But this is the time for you to get your act together, so to speak. Not relish more and more into wickedness and pretty much thinking that this man is going to save you out of anything. Jake is still looking for reparations at this point in time, man. Okay? You know? And this is the dance that they would actually give if they did get a little piece of change. Okay? You know, Jake is looking for that big jackpot, so to speak. Okay, that's going to change their life. You know, Jake is really banking on that. You see, okay, and not even understanding the will of the Lord. You know, okay, but it says, how by revelation he made known unto me the mystery, as I wrote afore in few words. You see, now he's really getting into, okay, all right, the revelation of the mystery, and not everybody has it. Okay, so Jake, not to know that, you know, Babylon the Great is America, okay, which is that great city. You see, right? What else? What other city is greater than this, man? You know, and it's really talking about a city, a country as a whole. You see, but it says, how by revelation he made known unto me the mystery. That's the mystery, mystery Babylon the Great, right? Okay, it says, whereby when ye read, right? Whereby when ye read, you may understand my knowledge in the mystery of Hamashiach. You see, okay, and pretty much this is only known to certain men. Okay, do you understand the knowledge of the mystery? Okay, you see, and the Spirit got to be on you to be able to read and to understand. Okay, right? Which in other ages was not made known unto the sons of men, as it is now revealed unto his holy apostles and prophets by the Spirit. You see? So this is not knowledge that the sons of men had. Okay? You see? All right? And Daniel said that people shall run to and fro and knowledge shall be increased. Okay? All right? It is also said that to tell Daniel to pretty much seal up the book to the time of the end. Okay? And now we're seeing now, within this last couple of decades that this truth has been coming out. You see? Okay? But it's only given now, it's only revealed to holy men. Okay? All right? It says, by the Spirit. You see? Okay? So this is the great mystery that people do not get. You see? All right? All right? From there, let's go to Colossians real quick. Pull that up. Colossians. Right? Chapter 1, verse let's go to let's go to 25. This is Colossians chapter 1, verse 25. Whereof, right? This is Paul again, right? Whereof I am made a minister according to the dispensation of the Most High, which is given to me for you to fulfill the word of the Most High. Okay? And the Lord chose Paul as a vessel, okay, to pretty much bring in the foreigners, man. Okay? The Israelite foreigners that were pretty much dispersed throughout Asia Minor, and pretty much go to write these letters to these churches and actually do his ministry and visit these churches, okay, along with the help of Titus and they like men, okay, all right, to pull these the Lord's people, pretty much back into the fold, so to speak, okay. But he's a minister according to the dispensation of the Most High is given to me for you to fulfill the word of the Most High, okay. And what's the word? What the good news? Okay, Paul was coming with the good news. Okay, the Lord said that my word should not return unto me void. Right? Right? Verse 26, it says, even the mystery which have been hid from ages and from generations. Right? Okay? Because everybody pretty much was in the dark about this, the true of this, man. Okay? Even us, man, that one time we've been simple Christians, man. But, the Lord said, man, you got to be called into this thing, man. You see? And Lord willing, we are chosen. You see? But it says, okay, the mystery which has been hid, right, from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints. Can't get around that. Okay? All right? This is only for the saints. Okay? Right? It says, to whom the Most High would make known what is the riches of the glory of this mystery among the Gentiles. Speaking about the Israelite foreigners, right? Because this is what Paul was going to. Okay? All right? And this was through the Hellenization of our people that was into the Greek customs. You see? Okay? It says, right? Which is Hamashiach in you. Okay? Because Spirit is bear witness without spirit that we are the children of the Most High. Okay? The hope of glory. Okay? And Jake is not going to have no hope of glory in a place like this. Let's get a little of this. Okay? That's his hope and glory. The prosperity doctrine. You see? Okay? Vanity. Right? It says, right? The hope of glory, right? Whom we preach, warning every man and teach every man all wisdom, that we may present every man perfect in Yahushua HaMashiach. You see? Okay? And we're giving people warning. Okay? And people that pretty much are gravitating towards this truth, that what? They are being taught. You see? Okay? Whereunto I also labor, striving, working to work to his working, which worketh in me mightily. Okay? And the Lord pretty much gave Paul a heavy spirit, man. Okay? But what did it take for him to put that spirit upon him, man? He used to be a persecutor of the church. Remember that, okay? But when that trip to Damascus, when he knocked him off that horse and blinded him, that was the turning point. You see, okay? And pretty much, man, the Lord used Paul as that vessel, man, as he's using his men to this day, you know, the prophets, man, as vessels, and to this day. Okay? All right? All right, one more precept. I'm going to get out of here. This is, all right, let's go to 2 Thessalonians. Okay? Because these people are failing to put 2 and 2 together. Right? All right? The man of lawlessness. Okay? You know, Jake don't even see that. Jake don't see that's a man of lawlessness, though. They complaining, but they can't even put 2 and 2 together, man. Okay? They're still looking for this devil to give them something, man. Which is really a weak spirit to be in, man. You know? Right? This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And the hourglass is almost up on his joker, man. You see? Okay? The Lord is already said he has a bound that he can't pass, man. Okay? But the mystery of iniquity is already working in the earth, man. It's already been working in the earth. You can't see it? Jake can't see that. Okay? Jake can't see that. What's Jake seeing? This is what he's seeing. Look at the screen here. It says there to say E is risen. You know, I was supposed to say he, but you see it in spirit though. You don't even see the H there. Okay, when you look over his shoulder, you see that on the screen in the background, right in the middle. E is risen. Okay, that's your God, man. You see, okay, right. But the Lord said, "He who now letteth will let." Right? He's letting him eat right now, right? All right, until he be taken out of the way, right? Verse 8, then shall the wicked be revealed, who the Lord shall consume with the mouth of the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And that's what we're seeing now, man. You know, the Lord's consuming this man through the spirit, man. All right, through this word, okay? In the brightness of his coming, okay? Pretty much in the weapons of his indignation, right? The ICBMs, which will be the cherry on top, man. Okay? Even whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. And this is Jake is pretty much, you know, going to be gravitated towards that, man. Okay? You see? All right? They still think they got a shot here, right? And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And joker like this is not going to receive the love of the truth to deliver them, so to speak. Okay? They're so proud that they think they feel, okay, according to their doctrine, that they're saved already. You see? That's their doctrine at the end of the day. Okay? Shucking and jiving, so to speak, man. All right? You know, Jake, pretty much, this is the spirit of Jake as a whole. You know, going to shuck and jive and into, you know, all of these distractions that are put out there. Okay, sports and social media. And there's nothing wrong with getting into, you know, sports and stuff like that, but you're letting that consume your what you should be doing. Okay? All right? And pretty much getting your house in order, which the houses are not in order. You see? Right? 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 And it says, and for this cause shall the Most High send them strong delusion, that they shall believe a lie. Okay? And that's pretty much what they've done. Okay? The Lord pretty much sent them a strong delusion that they should believe a lie. You see? Okay? Right? Let's see. I know I said that was the last one, but I wanted to grab something real quick. Let's go to Ephesians 6, I believe. Let me see if I got that. All right, pretty much the armor of the Most High, right? Because really much we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but we understand what against principalities, right? All right, let me see something. Right? Pretty much, putting on the whole armor of the Most High to pretty much, quench the fiery darts of the devil, man. Okay, Jake is pretty much being deceived in that, man. Right? But I'm gonna pick up at we always read on the 6 through 10, but I'm gonna pick up at 18 and read down. This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 18. Praying always with all prayer and supplication of the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. And let's see that word preservation. Preservation, right? It says persistent in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success, right? Perseverance, right? Pretty much, right? Persistent in tenacity in an effort required to do something and to keep doing it till the end, even if it's hard, and pretty much, even with Paul, Paul gave him all this, the Lord gave Paul all of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to bring forth this truth in his word. The Lord did put a thorn in his side, man, which he did it, the work, and he had an ailment. Now, we can't really extrapolate what that ailment was, though, but it was an ailment that he had. But pretty much, it still kept him to press on and to continue to do the ministry. Okay, and the Lord sets obstacles up with us, to pretty much, face whatever demon we may have and to overcome, and but to still be able to do this work. You see, right? Getting back, it says, right, a supplication and pretty much, pleading with the people, so to speak, man. That's a supplication, man. Humbly, bringing out this truth in His word, right? Verse 19, and for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel. You see, known the mystery of the gospel. You see, and currently that's what we're doing. Okay, all right. Others has been given to me per se, me. Okay, and the men also doing the work. Okay, all right. To open my mouth boldly, to make known the mystery of the gospel. You see, right? And it says, for which I am an ambassador in bonds. Okay, and where else are we going to go? We have the blueprint unto salvation. We have been given the blueprint unto salvation. You see, so we're ambassadors in bonds, so to speak. All right, let's get that ambassador. An accredited diplomat sent by a country as an official representative to a foreign country. We're ambassadors of the Most High. Let's see, ambassador. Okay, see if I get in. An official envoy. Okay, okay. A camp is an official envoy, official entourage. Okay, spiritual entourage, so to speak. You see, right? But it says, for which I am an ambassador in bonds, that I may, that therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. You see? Okay? And pretty much that's the point right there. And to pretty much now correct people on thinking that Babylon is not America. Okay? And this is further from this guy's mind. Okay? All right? He's still thinking about 5 years down the line right now. You got these people in these churches that have that mindset, man. Okay, they're not understanding the times that they're in. Okay, all right, they can't even understand. Okay, that this place is, and what the destiny of this place is. You see, that is far from these people's minds, man, because they would not be in the spirit, man. You see. They would not be in the spirit, man. So you know, this is the state of Jake right now, you know, and the Lord is pretty much going to give a charge against these people, man. Okay, because what they are of a hypocritical nation. You see, all right. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, Shalom.